Hello there, this is Luke.
And I'm Elijah. And we are the Eagles of Steel. So, today we're finally getting back into talking to you guys about some football. It was a fun little 2 weeks. You guys didn't seem to really care though, so it's back to football here.
So today it looks like we're getting into some NFL rules that were just put in place. Oh, the No Fun League.
Yes. Oh boy. First off, before we even get to any of these, all I can say is NFL, Roger Goodell, whoever is to blame, what is going on? What is wrong with you?
Because these rules that we're about to mention are ridiculously stupid.
It's like, every person hates the refs. The refs have screwed us over in many ways or have helped certain teams, Chiefs, but you just, instead of, maybe loosening those rules, you add more. What imbecile can think of it like that? And that's what we're going to have to go over today. Some of the stupid moves that they've done.
Why don't you start us off with...
Okay. This one, okay. The first two are like whatever. They're not stupid. In fact, they're actually smart. But they're not really anything that affect the game. They're things that affect outside the game. So that's like whatever. Which are the fact that the trade deadline has now changed. They gave him an extra week.
Okay, that's not really that...
It's not that big of a deal. It's whatever. No. Especially if there's certain teams that, at that time they hit week 8 and they're like, we weren't sure yet, and then they had that in the middle of that week and they're like, oh wait, we should have had this guy. Now they can do it. It's like, whatever. Now the other one is... I like to call it the SOS QBs.
Or emergency quarterback.
Yes.
Call 49ers.
Yeah. Or Giants. Sorry. So how this works is they're allowing any third QB to be ready at the helm pretty much at any point in the game. Instead of it being only 2 active QBs. And if those 2 go down, then you're stuck with like a running back at QB or something. Kind of like how the championship game was with
Eagles 49ers.
Or how the Giants were, last year with, like 2 quarterback injuries and almost like another injury to Tommy DeVito. So those right there, that's fine.
That's not the major
ones.
That's
good. And that's something good that they needed to do.
I can get us into the major ones.
Yes, get us started on those.
The first one... the hip drop tackle, now banned. And basically,
what are they talking about? What's a hip drop tackle?
So what this is, you grab a player, like say you grab him around the waist, you swivel your hips, so you twist yourself, unweighing your body on their legs to take them down.
Okay.
So here for me, my opinion is, I'm 50-50 on this. Yes, it can cause injury, but now it negates another way to tackle a ball carrier.
Yeah, I would agree with you in that. Like, thing is, being a defensive player in this league right now is already difficult enough, let alone all the new things that they're touching up on with this hip drop tackle penalty. And to make it worse, since it is a penalty now, they're making it a personal foul style penalty where it's a 15 yards and an automatic first down. So guess what, guys? I bet this is going to happen in the AFC Championship game if it's a Chiefs versus whoever. Like, I'm already telling you right now, it's going to happen. It's going to be another one of those bullcrap calls.
And also at this, defensive players are already furious about this.
Oh, yeah, every defensive player. I think I've been looking into it. Like, so many people have responded to, with anger.
Even defensive players that aren't playing anymore.
Or, what is wrong with the NFL type deal?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the list of the names that I've seen, but it's crazy.
I can't name one of them. J.J. Watt did say something.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure T.J. Watt did too, for the Steelers.
The Watt brothers.
Not happy. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this doesn't come to hurt us and give the Chiefs a 3-P. What? I didn't say
that. Anyways, do you want to get into the other major one?
Yeah. So if you thought this one was messed up enough, the kickoff rules is worse.
This could get interesting. Why don't you start us off with a little bit?
So, here's how I'm going to explain it. So, the kicker will be alone at the 35-yard line.
I'm sorry.
Off, which is...
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yes, he's going to be alone at the 35-yard line. Normally, how kickoffs have been is how they all line up together, and then it's a running start after the kicker kicks, and then it's like a running down the field thing, and all the players are kind of spread out a little more. This is now where the kicker's alone, and all of the kicking team's players that are going to be defending are going to be 25 yards ahead of the kicker
Wouldn't they bat
at the 40-yard line of the receiving team.
Wow.
What is this?
Now that's just the tip of the spear. I got something. There's
To add to it. There's many more to it.
This thing called the landing zone. So basically, what this is, between the goal line and the 20-yard line, if the ball lands short of that area, the ball's placed at the 40-yard line. So you gotta be careful with onside kicks and squib kicks. Anyways,
Well, wait, sorry. Before we move on, if they haven't hit that point, then doesn't that just negate onside kicks?
I can get to that.
Okay.
We're gonna get to onside kicks. Kicks in the landing zone between the goal line and the 20 have to be returned. You can't fair catch.
Fair catches are eliminated.
But here's what gets even better, and what actually even worse. The kicking team players cannot move until the ball hits the ground or in the landing zone or the end zone.
What?
Similar rules to the return team, though, too. Except they're lined up at between the 30 and the 35-yard line.
So that means they have to let the ball hit the ground first before they can pick it up and run it?
Or player.
So they're not allowed to, catch it.
No, well,
and run.
So as soon as the receiver who catches it, then everyone moves. Like that's what I'm looking at.
Well, if that's the case, then there's going to be a lot of kick return touchdowns this next season. Because they're going to get so much easy blocking that they can get planned out and everything, and
most of the time the kicker just bombs it out of the end zone. So
which I'm hoping happens every time now, so we don't have to deal with this new rule.
Well, other than that, you want to touch up on the onside kicks? I'm sure.
So what it sounds like with the onside kicks is if you're not allowed to, if it's a penalty if you don't kick it to that zone.
No, similar onside kick rules apply. Like the original rules are still applied.
Which means that they have to get it to the 20-yard line for them to be valid.
No, not for an onside kick. It's same rules. It has to go 10 yards, and then the kicking team can get it.
No, that's right. That has not changed. I thought you were talking about how that changed.
No,
because I thought it did, but now I realized. Oh wait, it's not. No, it's actually the fact that they have to tell the refs about it, and it's only allowed in certain times.
It's only allowed in the fourth quarter twice.
And that's it.
That's it.
So if you're down 21 points, you're bang out of luck. Because you're not going to be able to get that ball back probably.
Oh, it gets even more interesting with squib kicks. So the squib kicks, similar rules apply to the actual kickoffs. And this also affects punts, too.
Even punts as well? So they can't fair catch a punt?
If it's out of the end zone, then you have to return punts.
Well, I thought they were trying to keep players safe. So why are they letting them get decked?
I didn't see you could fair catch a punt now. That's what I'm guessing. I don't see it in the rules here.
All right. What? Okay, I'm gonna keep talking about this one because this one's absurd. So
it is
because my question is because originally in the way they did it when they fair catched it, if you touch the player who was catching the ball on the rundown, you got a penalty because you interfered with the fair catch. Now, if they're eliminating fair catch, does that mean that person, even if they miss the ball or if they don't get the ball, if they get decked, that's fine?
Well, that'll be a penalty still.
Still get a penalty? Okay, I'm so confused.
That's what I'm confused about too.
If there's no fair catches, then they should be allowed to get decked. Not that I don't want them. Not that I want them to, but it's seriously.
I mean, they might have fair catches allowed on punts, but other than that, I don't think fair catches are allowed at all.
Oh, jeez. Now, the only things that, as a Steelers fan, that I like about it, sort of, is the fact that we got Cordero Patterson.
You got your best. You got one of the best kick returners, if not the best in the league.
And now he's going to be our kick returner. And with these new rules, they're encouraging people to return the ball more. Which, if that's the case, then Patterson's going to have a lot of touchdowns this year.
With these new rules, and now you can't move until
yeah, because Patterson's going to be able to run right through all these things, and we're going to have plenty of blocking. So
I'll say this:
there's going to be a lot of kick return touchdowns next year
for every team. Every team's going to have kick return TDs.
Even if you had some of the worst kick returners ever,
they're going to get TDs.
They're going to get TDs at some point because there's no way that these defenders are going to be able to actually defend every time.
Because if you're 10 on 10, you're standing right in front of each other, block them, easy TD.
Yep, because you're going to get right past them. This is crazy. I really don't know what to think about all this. There's just a lot of controversial stuff going on in the NFL right now. We're not going to touch upon all of it. We might do a separate video later for everything. I know there's other few minor rules that they changed as well. Do you remember any of those? I can't recall them. I don't think they were huge, but
if there's any penalties on a scoring play, it doesn't go over to
that's right. I remember.
So for penalties, when you score a touchdown, if there's a unnecessary celebration, and that's an unsportsmanlike, that includes unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And it only goes towards the try, the extra point or the 2-point conversion.
Ooh.
But anything on the 2-point conversion or the extra point goes over to the kickoff.
So, because I know in the past that they were able to choose if they wanted to be enforced on the kickoff or enforced on the try.
Not anymore.
Now it's being forced by the refs to be one or the other. That sucks because sometimes people would rather have a better kickoff if there's a penalty like that, or people would rather have it be that way where it's enforced on the try, and stuff like that. So
it doesn't affect Philly much because sometimes we like to jump them off sides so we can just run our specialty play.
Yeah,
for a 2-pointer.
The tush push.
Well, most people call it that, but
the brotherly shove is the other side. I call it the tush push.
Anyways,
the main issue is going to be the whole kickoff rules. That's going to be the whole game changer.
That's stupid. Why are we... As soon as I saw that, I told him about this, and he's like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah, it's very stupid. But yeah, that's kind of an update. It's a shorter video today, because we just wanted to go over those rules, address them, share our opinions about them.
And address the No Fun League.
Yeah. And now, I want to prepare you guys for next week. We are going to be starting for the month of June a Pittsburgh versus Philadelphia marathon, which is going to consist of Eagles and Steelers legends, food, different Hall of Famers or Walter Payton people, and there's another one too. So we got 4 videos coming up in a nice overall thing for you guys.
And not only will that marathon's going to be coming, we're going to be sitting across from each other debating because of this.
And so even if we're not looking at the camera, then that's why. But it's going to be fun. If you guys are interested in the debate, then please leave a comment below when we upload those videos then. But for now,
this is Luke.
And I'm Elijah.
And we are the Eagles of Steel.
Bye!